What would you do if the person you trusted most poisoned your home? Not with food, but with revenge. At 2:13 a.m., this family found out the truth about their house help, and nothing was ever the same again. Abeg, BC, abeg, BC, BC. Oju eleba, 2 chance, 1 chances. Enter with your change. Yes, Wobis, enter with your change. Lagos, a city that waits before the sun. Conductors shouting on top of their voices. Horns begin choir practice. This city, it be like atarodo pepper. Ata pepper. It will season you or burn you. As in burn. Burn you. If it roast you. On that cold Harmattan morning, Chika stepped down from a rickety interstate bus at Ojota. In one hand, a cheap nylon bag. In the other, a battered notebook. Her sweater says, Paris, but the dust says, Welcome to Lagos. My pikin, where you dey go like person wey get compass for chest? She asked. Chika smiled small. Anywhere work dey, auntie. Work full ground. Mama Nkem replied, handing her puff-puff. Na good person's cars. Mama Nkem seemed like a nice woman. Chika chilled like someone who knew the price of calories. The day stretched. She tried 3 houses, knocked on 5 gates, got 4 no vacancy, and 1 leave your number, and a generous lecture from one auntie who smelled like impatience and new money. By late afternoon, she met Ejen Shola, the kind of man who wore sunglasses inside shade. He lined girls up like Dua Obioma mannequins on display. Madam Bisi for Aja, they find house help, he told her. Clean, respectful, no boyfriend wahala. You fit do? I fit do, sir, Chika answered. Her face showed no fear, only calculation. She paid him with the last folded notes in her bra. The Adeyemi's compound in Aja was tasteful. Hibiscus flowers bright like gossip. The security man Musa opened the gate. Inside, Tunde the engineer with comeback shoulders, Bisi an HR director with sharp eyes but soft hands, and Dara, their little girl, 8 years old, who wore joy as sandals. What's your name? Madam Bisi asked. Chikama. Where are your people? Village ma. I want to work, save, start something small. Okay, Chika, Engineer Tunde said warmly. We treat staff like family, but we like things done well. Cleanliness, honesty, and respect. You have your own room. No boyfriend matter inside this compound, please. Salary is fair, and if you do well, we add. Auntie Chika, can you braid hair? Dara asked with curious eyes. Chika replied, yes. Chika smiled, her face brighter than a pulled cotton. Madam Bisi turned to Chika. We have to run a full medical test on you before you resume duty. Yes, ma, Chika answered. Chika woke before dawn, mopped floors until the tiles screamed, abeg, prepped breakfast, helped Dara with homework, listened to Madam Bisi's tired laughter, studied Tunde's toolkits, learned patterns. When dispatch riders came, when the generator groaned, and when the family prayed, she moved quietly like a cat, but her eyes were O's. At night, she wrote in her notebook, Day 11, the mother, fair, the kitchen, white plates on top cabinets, the father, steady, the child, sweet. Gates padlocked at 10:30 p.m. Cameras, none. She smiled with teeth, but her mission did push-ups in her chest. There were 2 checkers, the one who hummed to old Afrobeats while rinsing rice, and the one who remembered a hospital door that did not open. A woman gasping. A nurse with red lipstick saying, "Abeg, deposit first, madam. Deposit first. When you dey enjoy am, you no know. Abeg." A name whispered with fever. "Abeg, nurse. Abeg. Okay, matron. Okay. Nurse, bis. When pain refuses to leave, it starts suggesting terrible ideas. Lagos is full of people who look normal in daylight but wrestle demons at 2 a.m. Chika's demon whispered a ritual, a cruelty that wore victory like cheap lipstick. Freshly cooked food were normally kept on top of the kitchen counter to cool off before they would be refrigerated. Chika would tiptoe into the kitchen at night when nobody was watching, carry the pot of food, pour it into the toilet bowl, turn it, and scoop it back into the pot as if nothing happened. Morning came. The family ate from the same plate. Everyone, and even little Dara, except Chika, of course. Chika chewed her victory like chewing gum. Madam Bisi rushed to work as usual. The home kept being a home in their eyes. But something happened. Tunde, ever the engineer, noticed small changes. A key he left on a shelf appeared on a different shelf. The house spirit felt off. Petty Cash once moved an inch, then 2 inches. The logic in the house yawned like Lagos traffic. Engineer Tunde acted like Lagos itself. He became alert. He installed CCTV cameras quietly. One camera above the corridor, kitchen, living rooms, and one night, Mr. Tunde, as usual, was working late on his laptop and feeling sleepy. His wife, Bisi, was already fast asleep. Tunde decided to just take a tired look at the CCTV. Someone bent low, a plate beneath her legs. She did the unthinkable with the house plates. She peed on the plates, then wiped it with tissue paper, thrashed the tissue papers, and placed the plates back on the plate rack. She then sprayed air freshener all over the kitchen. The camera blinked like a shocked witness. Mr. Tunde's shoulders stiffened. He quickly called his wife, Bisi. They watched together. The house was silent. Why? Bisi whispered, trembling badly. We treated this girl like a sister. Why, Tunde? Why? Early morning came. Madam Bisi was so furious and already dialing the police. Mr. Tunde was very angry and called their pastor, Pastor Kunle. Outside, a hawker in the street shouted, "Ice water here." What rubbish! Was life mocking their pain? Tunde called their lawyer friend Aisha. They agreed. No violence, no media yet. Protect the child, protect themselves, then confront. Madam Bisi was thoroughly annoyed with the suggestion. This girl should rot in jail. Within minutes, Engineer Tunde quickly took little Dara, their daughter, to be with her grandparents, where she will be safe until the current issue is sorted. Finally, Pastor Kunle and Barrister Aisha came to the house and they agreed to call Chika into a meeting. Meeting care? Kini meeting? Is Lagos turning our sense into soup? Kai. Pastor Kunle calmly turned to Chika and said, "Chika, we saw you. We put cameras. Tell us why." Chika's mask broke. My mother, Neka, was a single mother who died on a plastic chair at a private clinic in Lagos. They said deposit first. The nurse wore red lipstick. She called the matron's name Bisi. My mother begged. She begged. They dragged her out. She died at the gate. Someone said the clinic belonged to Mrs. BCA something. I carried the name like stone in my mouth. I swore to torment the house of any BC I found in Lagos. I am sorry. I am sorry. I didn't know how to carry pain without burning others. Lord have mercy. And I never worked in any private clinic in Lagos. This is unbelievable. What is going on here? Everyone screamed. Gosh, Madam BC screamed. Why is everybody talking about peace talk here? This girl should go to jail. Jail is all I understand. She should go to jail. Oh, this is so terrible. No forgiveness. No forgiveness. No.